Hey, what's going on to you crabs out here? So you have the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands, and then you have the Six of Swords. All right, so for you crabs, there's a sense of okay. Okay, so there's a sense of there's a sense of you crabs basically dating, right? Or is looking, right? You're out here keeping your options open. You are happy single, but you're definitely keeping your options open. If you see anybody that you particularly like, now, granted, under the condition that what it is that you're looking for isn't delusional, right? Because a lot of people, regardless of zodiac sign, they're delusional nowadays. I'm just going to be honest with you. They're delusional. The stuff out of the mouth, out of their mouth that they say that they want is delusional. And yeah, so you definitely got to be careful about that, right? But especially if the things that you are asking for, what you're looking for as far as looks is concerned, is not too high, right? Out of this world, you should be able to find that. And see, you'll have a lot of people who are on the internet. I'm telling you, the internet is a place for people to really share their off the rocker ideation, because they're off the rockers ideas. Because you'll have people who be like, oh, well, when you tell them to calm down with those expectations, it's like, oh, I'm not going to let anybody humble me. Well, you should, because they're conflating humility with, I'm not going to let you burst my bubble. I'm not going to let you demean me, degrade me. I'm not going to let you break my spirit. And it's like, those are two distinctly different things. I'm not talking about breaking anybody's spirit. I'm talking about getting to the root cause of understanding that if you're looking for a person with all of the sixes, the this, the that, the third, 10 cars, mansion, billions of dollars, worth 10 figures or more, you gotta understand that, chill out from all those expectations, right? And what you'll have people say is, oh, don't humble me. See what I'm talking about? That's how it sounds bad, because it is. So the point that I'm trying to make here with you crabs is that people are trying to size you up. And what I mean by that is, some of you crabs may have tried to get to know some people recently, and they basically tried to make it seem like you crabs are the ones that are trash. But they're trash because they're using the whole elitist kind of mentality on you, where, oh, you crabs are trash, or you're in the garbage due to the fact that, oh, you don't particularly look a certain kind of way. And again, shout outs to Thinking Man's Templar for this, right? Shout outs to TMT for this. But it is very true, right? And I just gotta tell the truth when I hear it, right? Or I have to refer it when I hear it. TMT, I'll refer to him as TMT from now on. TMT basically talked about how, people especially in the dating pool, especially nowadays, they so goofy, they'll let someone who is an amazing catch walk right past them. That's how delusional and deluded they actually are. So I'm saying all this to say that if you crabs are trying to get to know somebody, again, and I'm so glad that more and more people are starting to really get down to the nitty gritty and show that it's not all what it is that you think it is. Because the truth of it is this, right? If you're decent as far as character is concerned, you handling your business, right? You handling your business. You have decent character. You're healthy. You're healthier, or you're healthy. What are people complaining about? What is all of these complaints about? You need to do all this and complaints and do all this, do all that. What is up with all this complaining? That's what makes you qualified. Are you clean, right? Where your health is on point? Are you healthy? Is your character on point, i.e. your spirituality? Do you have ethics? Can you take care of yourself? So what's the problem? Are you somewhat attractive? What's the problem? Everything else after that is like extra. Everything else after those basic things is like, okay, those are preferences after that, because those are the pillars of what makes a relationship work. Not this, does this person got to have 10 cars and all this other trash. And see, you saw, right? You have the Tower and the Queen of Cups. You crabs don't care because, again, you're not looking for an individual that's going to treat you like you trash because you don't live up to a deluded idea that they have, right? And like it is, I just finished saying, people in today's world are so deluded. They're so off their rocker and dysfunctional. They will let a solid individual on either side, regardless of whatever you're into, walk right past them. This is why it is that I was saying about both sides should approach, because you'll have one side, for instance, preferentially wanting the other side to do 100% of the approaching. That's stupid. Why? Because you'll, again, if you have that mentality, again, will allow someone who is amazing to walk right past you. And the delusion is real because it's the ideology of, oh, a next bus is coming. No, they're not limitless. They're not limitless. That is not limitless. You need to choose. They're not limitless. Let's tell the truth here. They're not limitless. You need to choose. And see, this is why it is that you crabs, again, you know what it is that you're talking about because you're the Queen of Cups. You're not tripping about said relationship because look at how shallow a lot of people have become. You are expected to do what in a relationship, what in a connection. If the connection were to go exclusive, they want you to do what? Take their responsibilities and their own financial burdens, regardless of what crab you are, right? Because both sides do this. Both sides can be parasitic, but they expect you crabs to take their financial burden and everything else it is that they've got going on, right, on your shoulders, on top of what it is that you're working with already yourself. And nobody finds this odd. And it's always these excuses why it has to be that way. Oh, it's this way because it's like, this is why it is that I said that the only relationships that work factually are 50-50, because people can, hold on a second. Okay, cool. Just making sure. I had an appointment today with somebody, just making sure. But anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and have to reschedule it for another day. But the point is, right? The point is that where they do that at? You know? And so now the Chariot, the Six of Wands, and the Star card is about how, which Chariot is, the Chariot represents you crabs. Again, you question how people date. But again, this should make you crabs feel good about yourselves because you're not going to be the one that gets used. See, the truth is that people are out here looking to use everybody. No matter what it is that they say that they want, they're lying. They're looking to use everybody because they keep moving the goalposts. It's this, oh, they want tall, dark, and handsome. Then when they get tall, dark, and handsome, they treat tall, dark, and handsome like trash. They treat big hips like trash. Incredibly pretty like trash. Right? Everybody is getting used, and that's the situation. People are trying to use everybody out here for different things because they'll claim that they want tall, dark, and handsome, incredibly rich after they've already have a family, after they already have offspring. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. So effectively, they're looking for someone who is rich and all that stuff to take care of another person's offspring for what? So who is the so the water is so muddy. Who actually gets the win in the situation? Truth is, no one gets the win. Because you're looking to use the person that you, not you, but the person is looking to use the person that they saying that they worship and they have so much respect for, so then you would never obligate the person to take care of an offspring that's not theirs by their bringing in that kind of baggage to a relationship. Then I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with this thing. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why you crabs should feel good about yourselves, because you don't have to put up with this, because you crabs are seeing how things operate and you know how to maneuver in a relationship. You know how to maneuver in one. You know that a real relationship is 50-50 because your significant other needs to be just as involved as you are. That's the only way that a relationship works. Otherwise, no exception, it's usury. Because what is it to be said about you crabs where y'all are the ones that are enthusiastic for a relationship, but then your significant other whom you're dating at this current point in time, I'm saying in an example, doesn't want to be with you. They're not as excited to be in a relationship with you. What does that say? That says that they're using you as a come up. It's a relationship of convenience, of resources. They're using you for resources. You are volunteering to be the welfare office, to give the person free welfare, to subsidize their life. You're signing up to do that. You're volunteering to do that. Why do I say that 50-50 relationships are the only, there is no exception to this, the only relationships that work? Because this is how you know someone is into you. They are just as involved as you are in the same relationship the two of you are in. They're not trying to use their brain to be on some skullduggery type stuff where it's like, okay, I've got to figure a way out to get the crabs to do the vast majority of the work while I give the vast minority of the work. And then at the same time convince them that I am contributing a whole lot to this relationship, when actually they're bringing the vast majority of substance to the relationship. This is why I say when you do 50-50, 50-50 keeps both people involved. Look, I got to do, you got to do. And nobody is going to do generally more than the other. Will there be areas where we have fluctuations? Yes, we do. But the general, concise, regular basis thing is you need to be just as involved as I am. Come jump in the pool with me. I'm not asking. If you don't come, you don't have to. But if you don't come jump in the pool with me, I'm going to go talk to somebody else. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you that's what it is. Because what do you expect me to do? Bust my behind while you kick your feet up and do absolutely nothing and just live in my place that I live in? Absolutely not. And then try to make it seem like you're doing so much emotional work. Do you pack my lunch? You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the skullduggery? And so the Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups represents just that, what I'm talking about. Right? You crabs you are letting people really miss out on an opportunity to be with you because of their own stupidity. And you're cool with that. Because these two cards are about what they say that they're looking for. They're looking essentially for high expectation and a person who matches these high expectations that they can actually use. And the Five of Swords represents their rejection, but you crabs, this is a blessing in disguise that they rejected you. So let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, and then you have the Nine of Wands. This is my point, because the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands, they're going to reject meeting you, and they're going to reject meeting you. Excuse me, they are going to regret meeting you and letting you crabs go. How I know that? Because they will sit back where they reflect, and they will know they're an idiot. Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. That's their own admittance that they should have actually built something with you. But they didn't want to do that. The Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands represented what they wanted to do was chase a bag. Chase someone. And trust me, both sides do this. I'm not necessarily talking about one particular side. Both sides do this. So they're an idiot, and they are on a one-way trip to the poorhouse. Shakes my head, but it is what it is for them. You crabs ain't going. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.